Hello, all my Uber peeps and anyone who might be new to my channel. I want to do a special shout out to StencilGirl products today. They have asked me to do a guest artist spot for their monthly blog, and I am so thrilled to be able to work with them because they're a Midwest company, and I'm in the Midwest. I'm a Midwestern girl, have been all my life, so this is kind of cool because I like supporting people in my own area. Now, what I have chosen to work with today are some products from a gentleman that I know you probably may have heard of before, Seth Apter. He has some awesome new stencils with Stencil Girl, and I've been having a blast. I've been playing with these, and they're real fun images. You can just see a quick, here's some of my play that I've been doing. So I want to show you what I've chosen for my project. You probably have seen these before, maybe in a little less distressed start because I've already put some gesso and some, this is athletic tape, right? So I've layered some athletic tape down on the outside of this. And this is the sleeve, and inside the sleeve is a binder. And do you guys remember these? They came out with all of the software that used to be issued. You got this huge binder with all the information printed out. And this is one of those, guys. And you can find these at your local discount store or in the trash or maybe sitting in your office. But I thought, well, what a great thing to repurpose because, you go out and you buy these binders and they cost a pretty penny. But hey, I've got one and I'm going to use it. So you can see I've already got some texture going on just by laying this down and putting a coat of gesso on. So we're going to move on from here and start to embellish our box. Okay, so one of the beauties of working on a project like this that has multiple components is you can work on different areas of the project and let things dry in between. So what I have here is some coarse texture gel. This is a Liquitex Basics, and it's kind of a sandy, gritty gel. And then I'm going to use a little Mars Black and a little titanium white, because what I'm looking for is a nice gray color. With that grit. So let me get this lid back on here. There we go. And I just am working in a little discarded cup, and I'm going to mix those and get my colors blended into that coarse gel and get a nice gray going here. Now I have a stencil already in place over here, and what I'm going to use for that is I have some heavy white gesso. This is just an Art Basics. Any heavy white gesso would work. And I already have one image stenciled and dried, and I'm just going to come back in with some more of this heavy gesso, and I'm going to apply a layer. I don't really want it to be very thick. I don't want it to go underneath, so that's kind of why I was being careful with taping. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to peel that tape off before I get gesso everywhere. And I'm going to set this aside to dry for a bit because I want to come back and I want to put something on the spine. But I need to clean this up real quick. Okay, so while our binder is drying, I have, this would be the front surface of this sleeve for our binder. And I have this mix that I've made with the coarse gel. And I just want to apply some of this to the front. I just want to get some texture. And this is going to be the area I want to embellish. You can hear that grittiness as I scrape over it. And it doesn't have to be a real thick layer. I'm just trying to get kind of a square surface going here. Because I'm going to come in with my stencil. And you'll see here in a moment what I have planned for this. Let's see, is that big enough? We could go out a little bit bigger. I've got more goo here. So let's just take it to the extreme and give us plenty of room to play around. You're seeing it here first, folks. This is not a planned anything. It's just me and my play and how I like to work. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Now, I think I want to add some texture to this nicely smoothed out, sandy, gritty surface. And the way I want to do that is drop that in my bucket of water. I have a stencil. And these are cool because they have images that go within images that go, yeah, you've already seen me use this one on the other thing. I like this circle here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down and very lightly impress that circle in. And as I lift this, it's going to grab that texture and it's going to pull it up. So yeah, now I can see the ring. That's what I was going for. Okay, now I'm going to come up here. Must have been too cautious. So, learn from what I do. I'm pushing all the way down. And if you get a little bit too much ooze out, just clean it up. And then we're going to lift. You can see that circular piece in there. Okay, I'm back and our project is assembled, as you can see. We have art on the spine of the sleeve. We have all of those embellishments that I put together with all of this texture in the background. Oops, getting a little shadow there. Texture in the background from the stenciling. You can see the circular motif here and all the texture that came up from pulling that stencil up. And then on this side of the binder it says unfinished, and you can see the binder is fit right down inside of our sleeve. I'll pull that out, and here's our binder, and I think it turned out really nicely. We have the edging on here, we have the inside telling you to open and look, and in here we have, oh, this is just a cleanup paper that I had, and then I've taken some of those extra pieces of paper and punched it and put them on the tab, so this is ready for whatever I decide to put into this particular binder. The products that you didn't see me use were these color bloom sprays, and basically all I did was to glue the elements down that I created. You can see that all that texture paste on here really did give a lot of dimension to this piece. And with the color bloom sprays, and now I'm going to let this cure a little bit, and then I'll come back and I will take all of this and I will use my finish sprays and seal all of this so that nothing is going to harm the surface. So that's it for now. Be sure and check out StencilGirl blog. All the details for this will be over there, and tell everybody I sent you, and be sure and check out Seth Apter and all the other wonderful artists there. Seth is just one of the artists that they have that create all of the wonderful stencils, and let me tell you, you can drool a lot going over there and looking at the stencils. So, yummy stuff. Thanks for watching, and be sure and check the blog. Bye.